Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Jones in for Wins. My name is Craig Havens. I'm here with Jonathan Almanzar. We're going to talk about the Thanksgiving Day game against the New York Giants. Cowboys win this game. I think that was something we completely expected, other than a late touchdown in the end. It was a pretty convincing win. Jonathan, what were your thoughts on the game?
We should have won by more, but it was fine. It's exactly. I mean, I thought the Giants are a, are a poor football team, below average, and I think the Cowboys are an above average football team.
I fully expected they were who we thought they were.
Yeah, I didn't want to pull that out right now, but I do. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. It wasn't that. It wasn't impressive. It wasn't anything. It's just yeah, good. But for the first time in a long time, the Cowboys won a game they're supposed to win. Usually games that they're supposed to win, it's like this, you're on pins and needles the whole time, or you're frustrated at the end of the first half. But even this game, at the end of the first half when they were down, I still was like, who cares? The
Yeah, I
Giants
wasn't
suck.
worried about it either. In fact, we were texting, and I'd mentioned it. It didn't bother me. There wasn't a time in the game where I thought it was really out of control. I
No.
was a little worried that the Cowboys weren't smart enough to defer. That they might have actually said, "Hey, we choose to kick off."
And
That was a fear
and
because
then
we
they and
never
then
get
they
the
could
ball
get
in the
kick off
second
the punt.
half.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll get to this, but the one thing that really frustrated me were the penalties. Oh my
Always,
gosh, man. What is
always
going on?
penalties. I I don't know. And again, that comes down to coaching to me. It bugs me to no end. I hate. Well, I don't know anybody that loves penalties, but like it was almost like the refs needed to be a part of the game. Like they were throwing
They
flags
were definitely
constantly. It
they
was
were
so
definitely part of
annoying.
the game. Yeah,
Oh,
they were
yeah,
definitely
they.
part of the game.
If you're gonna
But
be away
we
for Thanksgiving, I guess that's what you got to do. Make
but we
yourself a part of
invited
it.
him to the party for sure. Like they may have been there. They may have showed up and brought
Yes,
the flags, but we invited them.
that
I
is
just
true.
I get that a coach can't make a guy not have pass interference, and there's certain things that you can't coach out. But we get so many pre-snap penalties and just
Yeah,
like
a lot of
bad
discipline
attitude
problems.
penalties
Yep.
that it's just so frustrating. And then how did Micah Parsons get his 15
Punched
yarder?
punched somebody. He punched one of the other players.
Really?
Which yeah, he had accused him of cheap shots. They came after him. He went after them. Then he punched him. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean it was no ejection, which was weird because the ref said it was open hand, which is not a punch to me. That's more of a slap. But what do I know? Yeah,
The
no.
open hand slapped him.
I mean it's more insulting,
You mean
right?
backhand
I mean,
slap him?
backhand slap would be the most insulting. Front hand slap would be more insulting. A punch is a punch. Like, I would think you'd get a penalty for a backhand or an open hand slap and not a penalty for punching. Because a punching is just
Yeah,
like, I hate you. Not even I hate you,
yeah.
just I'm mad at you.
Hey,
The other ones are
speaking of
insulting.
penalties, how in the Eagles game did a couple different times their offensive linemen take off their helmets and they didn't get flagged for it? But that
So,
one dude takes off his helmet out of the end zone and
I
it's a
know.
major
I
penalty.
But it's funny because I've seen it a lot this year where somebody takes off their helmet at the end of a play and no flag. Like it's
Yeah,
very inconsistent the way they're calling this. And it's not a simple 5 yard penalty. It's a 15 yarder. It's
right.
a
And in
personal
the Eagles
foul.
game,
Like
it was out of anger. He ripped off
yeah,
his helmet and nothing happened.
right.
Eh, see that. Anyway,
I,
yeah.
yeah. So
Refs.
the game, I mean, Dak Prescott 21 of 30, 261 yards, two touchdowns, two interceptions. One of them, I think, his fault. The other one was the one that bounced out of CeeDee Lamb's hands and into the
Yeah.
defender. I put that on CD. Elliott had a great game, 16 carries, 92 yards, one touchdown. And right there with him was Pollard with 18 yards and 18 not yards, 18 carries, 60 yards. So, we're in the 35 carry yard range,
Hmm.
35. You remember the old days when it was WD 40? Do you remember WD 40?
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
was Herschel Walker and Tony Dorsett carrying 40 times, always a way to do a
Hmm.
win. Yeah, I mean, we can all figure out why that works now, but CeeDee Lamb, Receiving was six six catches, 106 yards. Sounds great, but 11. I mean, 11 targets.
Yeah.
We do need somebody in there. We need somebody to be the number one. I mean, those are decent numbers until you see 11 targets. He dropped half of his passes. But I mean, I don't know if they were all drops. I didn't go back and review them all. But Gallup had a good day. I mean,
Yeah.
five catches for 63 yards on 8 targets. Um,
I'm gonna keep.
Ferguson caught all three of his for 57, and Schultz caught all four of his for 31. Yes.
Would you? Well, I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna say in a minute.
Yeah.
What do you think about the whack-a-mole?
I actually like it. I think those are fun. I mean, I actually did enjoy. I think it was Schultz who did the who got hit and did the whole blah blah blah. I,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they could have. I think they could have. It wasn't crisp. It
So
wasn't crisp.
they talked about it ahead of the game. Knew they'd get a penalty. Knew that there was going to be a fine, and I guess Dak and other teammates said, you know what, go ahead, do it. We got your back. We will help pay the penalties. We'll handle
Yeah.
the if there's a penalty. We'll handle the fines. We'll help you handle the
Yeah.
fines and all that stuff. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's fun. And the money goes to. I think last time when Zeke did it, didn't he like throw in a whole crap ton of money into the pot
Yeah.
afterward anyway? So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what'd you think?
I thought it wasn't tight. Like they needed to work on it, or they needed to rehearse it a little bit more.
I don't know that they had a pot there to work with.
It
I
started
mean,
out it started out good, and then right there near the end, it was like, this is kind of lame. But maybe the guy that messed up was the one who thought he was going to get the touchdown and had only practiced whacking moles and hadn't really practiced being a
ah,
mole.
that is a solid point. That could be the case. Probable.
Um, but I want to go back to the receivers for a second. I
Yeah.
was thankful that what's his name, 13 Gallup
Yep.
started snatching the ball. He got back to snatching it.
He did.
But again, so many times they let the ball come to them. They don't go get the ball.
But we're catching it with our bodies. I was watching this on some of
Oh,
the slow mos they were doing. They're bringing the ball is hitting them and they're catching it off the helmet, off the pads, which is
yeah.
terrible. Which is
Who was that guy that used to do that all the time for us? 86. I hated him.
86. Schultz. No, I
He
don't
would
know who.
no a while ago. He
Tight
would go
end
deep and
or
it would always
wasn't
bounce
a
off,
tight end if he was deep.
and he'd even bounce off his chest or whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, they let the ball. But even not just coming all the way to their body. Like that one interception, he's just standing there, the receiver like this, and the defender cuts him off, intercepts
Oh
the ball,
yes,
and goes
yes.
because he's just
Right.
standing there waiting.
Yes, we don't move towards the ball.
We don't
Correct.
snatch the ball. They
Yep.
need to snatch the ball.
Today's podcast has Snatch in it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah. Just snatch the ball.
All right. All right. So
Snatch it like you want it.
there you go. I like it. I like it. That's what we're doing. Thanksgiving Snatch.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So sacks, 3 sacks.
Yeah.
Parsons had two. Armstrong had one, and I really like Armstrong. Is it sad that I get disappointed when we have 3 sacks?
Yeah, it is. I
mean, I expect more. I do. I expect more anymore. I mean, I was happy Parsons got two, but I don't know.
So when a quarterback slides down behind the line of scrimmage, that doesn't count as a sack.
That's a good question. I don't. I think it does. If he gets, yeah, whoever touches him.
What if he runs out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage?
No, that's a run for a loss. And if
Okay.
and intentional grounding doesn't count, which really that one annoys me because
That's
that
dumb.
should be
Yeah,
a sack. That should
yeah,
be credit to the defense,
yeah,
but whatever. So and then our boy Maher doing so well. It's hard to hate him because I mean he missed
yeah.
one field goal. I don't remember how long it was, but you can't hate the guy. I mean, I don't know
No,
that he's missed much this year at all. So
no, he's been really good this year. Yeah,
so I'm
and you know what I liked about it too. He looked disgusted that he missed it, and that made
yes,
me happy.
he did. He
If
looked
he had
very
done
upset.
the whole CD Lamb, ha 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 ha, giggly, ha ha
and
ha,
they
I'm
were
gonna run off.
and they were
I would have
winning
hated it.
convincingly at that point too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that field goal makes it
He
in, and
cared.
he did care. So
Yeah.
I think I don't think the last minute touchdown by the Giants was really any indication of
Nah,
anything with the
who
Cowboys.
cares?
I do I do want to talk about one team in particular. I talk about
Okay.
them constantly, the Eagles. I so I was looking over it because I still believe the Cowboys are going to take the division. I know you're up in the air, you don't really think so, but I do. And I look ahead and I look in the past. Their last four games, Texans 29-17. Now, they took over towards the end of it, but I mean it was a close game for a good portion of that game. Commanders beat them 21-32. The Colts were 17-16. Like, and then the Packers. Listen, we didn't beat the Packers, but we have done some games that you know. It, I don't see the Eagles. They're
Cowboys also
playing
played in Green Bay.
true, and this was at home, where the Packers have played terribly away from home. So
Yeah.
not that they played tremendously at home either, but I look at this team and I'm like, they're playing like the Vikings. They're playing close to their competitors and winning the close games, but I don't think that puts you in a great scenario. I
Yeah.
don't. Right now coming up, they've got the Titans, and the Titans. I think the Titans can win this. They
Yeah.
got the Giants, followed by the Bears, which could be for them a trap game because followed by the Cowboys, followed by the Saints, followed by the Giants. So,
Well,
but
the Bears it all matters whether Justin Fields is playing or not.
true, that is true. But you got the Titans, then the Giants. You
Hmm.
got the Bears. I'm going to give them the Bears and Saints. Just say easy win. I'll give them one of the Giants and say I'm giving that to them. But
Okay.
Titans, Cowboys, Giants, three games. You think they win all three of them, or you think they lose one? They got to lose
I
two.
think they
So
win.
I'm giving the
I think
Cowboys that win. So out of the two, the Giants and the Titans, you think they on back-to-back games? You think they win them the way they're playing?
I think they win one of those three games.
One of the three with
I,
the Cowboys, you mean?
no, I think they beat the Giants. They lose to the Cowboys and lose to the Titans. Don't they play the Redskins again though?
No, they beat the Redskins first time and then they lost to them a second time. They played the Giants twice in the end here. They got the Redskins the whatever the Commanders have a they have an interesting schedule because they play them this week, which they're favored. Then they're off for a week, and then they play them again. So
Yeah, that is fair.
they
I think
surround their bye with the Giants.
I think the Giants are in for four losses here pretty soon. So, but no,
I agree.
I think we'll end up one game. More, we'll have one more loss. We might lose to the Redskins down here near the end of the
I
season.
start to worry about that.
We might.
I've started to worry about it because I could. I see the Cowboys taking the division. I see them playing well, but it, anything's possible. We could lose to the Titans. It's
Yeah,
possible.
I mean, I could see us losing to. I could see us losing to one of those South teams because they're so bad.
Uh, so we got three in a row. We got Indy, then we've got Texans, then we've got Jacksonville. Right? Is that the next three games?
I don't know. I don't know
Um,
exactly how.
but I don't. I'm hoping we win them all convincingly, the way I'm talking about, the way Eagles should, because I think that's important. Well, let's see. No, we should have. Yeah, we play those three, then we play the
I
um,
could see us losing to Jacksonville at home.
Eagles.
I mean, there. I could see us losing the Jacksonville game.
Can you really?
Yeah, and that being our four losses, and then us beating the Eagles, and the Eagles finishing with three losses, and then us playing Tampa Bay in the first round of the playoffs, or
Could happen.
Carolina,
I
or Carolina.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play Carolina than Tampa Bay. So I
Really?
do believe I believe the Cowboys are afraid of certain teams. We play the 49ers in the playoffs and I'm willing to bet we lose. We play Tom Brady. We're afraid of Tom Brady. I think we're afraid of Tom Brady. We play Tom Brady. I don't know if we win. Those things scare me. So yeah, I'd rather play Carolina than I would Green Bay or Tampa Bay. And I would not want to play Green Bay in the playoffs because God knows we lose to them all the time too
Yeah,
lately.
yeah.
So those teams kind of bother me. I'm afraid that our first game is going to be against San Fran. Not our first because I think they'll take well, they'd take the division, but we
Yeah.
wouldn't play them. But when we play them, it'd be a problem. So
Yeah.
that's my thoughts. I see a way the Cowboys take the division still. Who's going to take third place in the division? Either way, it's pardon me.
The Redskins.
I'm starting to wonder. I mean, it's obviously close, and they're playing each other this week.
Yeah.
I'll be at the Cowboys game this week.
Congratulations, man.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Yep, you'll see
I
me.
hope you have terrible tickets.
I do. If they pan way up in the crowd, look for
Yeah.
me. I'll be doing this. So,
Yeah.
man, I might not make it.
Do you have to go with your family?
I am taking my family
Oh,
on
yeah.
purpose. If my wife is listening, I'm really excited about
So it'll be, yeah, I'll have more fun.
it.
At a cigar bar,
I'm
watching the
designated
game.
driver.
Yeah. Cool. So what's next?
Well, let's see. I mean, let's take a look at the upcoming game. We're playing the Colts. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts? How do you feel?
The Colts are one of the most boring teams in the NFL. They play exactly like their helmet looks and their uniforms look.
Yeah.
Speaking of uniforms, hey, why do the Titans receivers, if somebody wears a Titans uniform, they look enormous. Didn't AJ Brown look like a huge football player when he played for the
Yes,
Titans?
he did.
And now these
That's
plays
a good
for the
point.
Eagles, I'm like, he's the size of Devontae Smith. Like, what happened? How did the Eagles uniforms make them look small? And the Titans uniforms make players look enormous.
I don't know. That's a very good question. I have no answer for this.
And Colts uniforms make their quarterbacks look like they cannot run and throw the ball at the same time. They make
Can they
people
run?
look so unathletic.
Can they run? Who's the
No,
last Colts quarterback that could run?
I think Andrew Luck was fast coming out of college,
Yeah.
but look at it. I mean, it's just you think of the Colts and you think unathletic immediately. Who on their team seems athletic to you?
Why did they? Did they just change their helmet? This is the first time I've really seen them play. But did they just change that helmet during this game? Was this a Sunday night game helmet change, or was this something they've been playing with all year? Because I hated it.
Yeah,
It
I don't
wasn't.
know. I really don't know.
It was. I mean, the with the
Yeah,
horses on the back instead of the sides. It was.
yeah.
It
I
was
just,
almost
I just,
unimaginative and boring.
yeah. Well, I mean but their uniforms are always unimaginative and boring. They're 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 the perfect representation of their city. Let's pick what's the lamest city where's the lamest part of America? Oh, the Midwest. Where's the lamest state in the Midwest? Probably Indiana. Like, what's more lame than Indiana? So what's the lamest big city in America? Indianapolis. Like, completely lame. And then they play inside of a dome in Indianapolis, which is lame, with carpet, which is lame. Like, the whole thing is lame. Wait, oh, you're not going to that game. You're going to the game in Dallas, right? I was
Yes,
gonna say, wait till you see their
I've
stadium. You're gonna
I've
be like,
never been
what?
there. I've never
Oh
I've never been there.
gosh.
It looks like it's out in the middle of a field, though. There's no.
No, it's
I
not.
looked
It's
last
in the
night. There was
down.
no backdrop when they were punting. I saw.
It no, it's in their downtown, and there's no backdrop. Exactly. It's in their downtown, and there's no backdrop. That's how lame it is.
I mean, I was in Green Bay. It's not exactly booming
Yeah,
metropolis around
but
there
there's
either. You don't
no,
see
no, no, no. But
buildings.
it's
It's
not
all flat.
lame. But but Green Bay, like there's snow, there's lore, there's all that kind of
Yes,
stuff.
there
But
is that.
Indianapolis, think
I've never
about
been
that.
there.
I mean, just think of the word Indianapolis. How many letters can we add to this thing? Like it's like a Welsh person wrote it, and they're just like, let's stick in a bunch of extra vowels just because this is gonna be hilarious. Watch these people try to say it. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know why they're a team.
Yeah, that's a solid point. Maybe they'll move because we're supposed to open one in what, Germany, which I think the Jets are considering.
Yeah,
Um, maybe they'll
Jets.
move.
I thought Jacksonville was going somewhere.
They talked about Jacksonville. Talked about going to London, right?
London. Yeah,
But I know the Jets have ties to Germany. I think the owner was born there or something. I don't know. I don't
the
know if the
Jets have
Jets have.
ties to Germany.
Well, I mean, they gotta have ties somewhere, right? I mean, they don't
Yeah,
have them to New York. They're in New Jersey, so I guess they have ties maybe to New Jersey too.
yeah. I don't know. That's weird. It's just weird thinking they have ties to Germany.
I think I don't know if it's the owner. Someone I don't
Hey,
know.
that Schwartz kid plays in the NFL still. I saw him catch a pass. The one we were trying to figure out, the little tiny white guy that the Cowboys drafted and then traded before the year was up to
Oh, wow.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, he's still playing somewhere. I
Oh,
saw him
yeah.
this weekend.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
Some
so
more
what are my
excitement.
thoughts on the game? I
So,
think that
yes,
I
that
think
was a long miss on topic.
I think that it sucks that this game is the late game because I'm probably not going to be able to stay awake for the whole thing because it's going to be
Yeah.
so incredibly boring.
Last night's game was decent. I fell asleep during it, so.
Yeah, I mean, I just Matt Ryan. Oh, that too. Think of a more boring quarterback than Matt Ryan.
You liked Mac Ryan. You liked Indianapolis going into this season, by the way. I said they weren't going to make it. You said they got Matt Ryan. It's going to be a whole different team, but
He's,
it's not.
hey,
It's
part of growth is being able to change your mind and admit when you're wrong. I don't hold myself to what I said 6 months ago. Who cares what I said 6 months ago? I live in the now, Craig, and the
oh,
now says Matt Ryan
okay.
is the most boring quarterback in the NFL. There's no one more boring than him. And even his nickname, Matty Ice, is so boring. Like, oh, like that dude, that's the guy that's going to be called Matty Ice. You think that guy walks into the
What
club and
about
everybody's like,
Marcus
look who's here,
Mariota,
it's Matty
the guy
Ice.
that replaced him?
Marcus Mariota at least is like from Hawaii or something. He can run. He does exciting things. Matt Ryan, they're
Where's Matt Ryan from?
Boston College probably. Like I don't know. He went to Boston College, didn't he?
I don't know where he.
What's the
That doesn't
most
mean he's
boring
from there.
college team? What's the most boring college team you could go and play at? If you're like, hey, you got a D1 college scholarship, and then you're like, where to? And they're like, Boston College. You'd be like,
I mean,
what?
Notre Dame.
Are you kidding me? Like I could have played at Georgia, like all these other schools, and I'm going to Boston College.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely set this up as a very
Also,
boring game.
also,
Yes.
I know what his hair looks like, but if he pulled off his helmet and he had a flat top, would you be surprised at
Would you be
all?
surprised if he pulled off his helmet and there was no hair? Like that's a toupee that's stuck on there. I should get one.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it
I
was a
could probably
toupee,
look good with a toupee.
but I'm serious. Like if he had one
Comb
of those
over.
Indiana corn farmer flat top things, just right there, like an army
Yeah.
style, like from the 50s or something, would you be surprised at all?
No, I would not.
If he rolled up his white shirt sleeves, would you be surprised at all?
Say what?
Like he had a white shirt on, like a white T-shirt, and he
Yeah,
would roll up the sleeves and have like a pack of
pack of
cigarettes
cigarettes in there.
right here.
You know why?
Would you be
Because
surprised?
I think he's changed. Well, no, he was actually no. I could have seen it when he was with the. I was gonna say he was different when he was with Atlanta, but he
No,
really
man, the
is the
dude is
same guy.
boring.
Yeah.
He's the one who wears denim-colored denim, like not even no variations in it. It's just denim. He's got his denim jacket to
All
go
right.
with his
So,
denim
what do you
hat.
think of the game coming up?
I think the Cowboys are gonna win.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on the score? Give me your
Uh,
score for the game.
I will
I got mine
say
written down here.
38-13 Cowboys.
You did not seriously say that. What did you just say?
38-13 Cowboys.
38-13.
Nice.
That's exactly what I put.
So that's probably somebody should put some money on this then.
I think we should. This is going to be the one that. Well, I mean, I've gotten one right before. Just saying.
You were close. Yeah.
Like I got the exact score and the winner
Yeah,
one time.
but you were wrong about some things in the
But
midst of it. You made some
Gotcha.
mistakes. I think you misspelled.
So, oh, I misspelled the team. Did
Yeah.
not know that. So, the the games this weekend, or the games on Thanksgiving, we didn't do one on Friday because, well, we got busy, Thanksgiving and all. You had picked the Cowboys to win.
Yes,
You picked in the first game. You picked the Bills to win.
I
In the
did.
third game, you picked New England to win. I picked the Bills, the Cowboys, and Minnesota. It's just letting you know where we were.
Okay. Do you want extra points for going chalk? Like that's the easiest thing in the world to do. I feel like I almost predicted the New England Detroit game exactly how it occurred.
New England didn't win.
Huh?
New England didn't win.
Detroit, Buffalo.
You didn't pick it
Almost
exactly.
exactly the way it occurred.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't know why the sheet is because I don't have it here, but no, you did not get it exactly the way it was. You didn't get the right
No,
score.
almost
Almost,
exactly.
almost doesn't work.
It
You,
works for this game. I'm
oh,
not there, but no one gets because those games are so boring and so lame and so easy. There's no points awarded to anyone for any of the Thanksgiving Day games.
I see. Well,
If you had got your shooting star right, then I would have awarded some points.
I don't even have that. I can't find the stupid paperwork for everything because I don't even know who we had shooting stars.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So 38-13.
38-13. Yes. That is both
Good
of our
job.
predictions. All right, so let's hear your power rankings. What do you got?
I really want to change them, but I'm not going to. Kansas City, Dallas, Miami.
I didn't change mine. Miami, Dallas, Kansas City.
So boring. So boring.
It would
I
be
think
nice if
Miami's.
somebody would come along, but Miami won. Miami won
Yeah.
convincingly. They pulled out their quarterback and some of their starters. I don't think that counts as a team coming back against them. I mean, the Cowboys won. I thought they did well there. Kansas City had a rough time of it, but I still think they played a solid game. So,
Yeah. They won.
yep.
I think Miami might lose this week though.
Do you?
Yeah. Not so much because I think San Francisco's that good, but because I think didn't their didn't their offensive lineman get hurt? Their starting left tackle, and everything changed after that. And Tua got sacked like 7 times in a row before they pulled him out of the game.
I don't think it was seven, but yeah, is he out for good now, or is he?
I don't know. I don't know, but
I
I
don't.
feel like he is.
Well, we'll see what happens. I feel like Miami's going to win. So my belief is that the Super Bowl this year is going to be Miami Dallas.
Okay.
You don't buy that. What do you think? What do
No.
you think the Super Bowl is going to be? Kansas
Same as I
City,
called it at the
because
beginning
I
of the year.
love Kansas
Can't
City
Kansas City,
and
Dallas, just
Dallas.
like I picked at the beginning of the year.
And who's gonna win this?
And I don't just flip flop constantly on my picks, man.
Wow.
I pick something
Okay.
at the beginning of the season, and I stick to my principles and morals and thought through decision from the beginning on.
Kind of like the Colts.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean that's obvious though. Like that, I use data and science to change my mind. That wasn't a gut feeling. That was
Oh, I gotcha. So,
empirical evidence.
all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, the game was a good game. I liked it. You liked it. I don't see anything that.
Needs talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have to award a. We
Glory
have to
hole.
award a glory hole.
So I was thinking CD at the beginning of the game. Like,
Yeah, because he deserved it at the beginning of the game.
does he have one yet? Because he deserves one this year. If he doesn't have one, he needs one. He'll earn it. He'll earn
He'll
it.
earn it. No, he keeps saving himself with these things like this catch, the one that we had at the beginning of the show. He Go ahead.
Why does he keep trying to catch one handed?
So that one was a penalty. The other one was a penalty. The one where he tried to catch and didn't catch. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I I don't think he's trying to catch one handed. I think it's happening.
Yeah, I guess. I I think this guy deserves a glory hole. He he's fine for a rookie, but he frustrates me incredibly. And his name is Tyler Smith. And I cannot wait till Tyron Smith is back and move Tyler Smith to somewhere else. I hate those
Tyler
plays
will
where I
move to
see like
right
he gets
guard
burned.
or left guard.
Like he gets burned so bad sometimes. And then he's just like, I mean, he looks like a kid that like fell off a boat and is trying to get back in the boat as fast as he can, but he can't. Or like a puppy. Like if you threw your dog in and he's trying to get up the side of the boat and he can't, that's what he looks like when people burn him
That
around the
makes
edge.
sense. That makes sense. All right. So I I I was I was I was hoping to give it to McCarthy again. Quite honestly, he bugs me. He angers me. We have penalties constantly this game. But I will agree with you on this. In the beginning of the game, I thought it was going to be Dak. Like I thought he was
Yeah.
just trying to get back in there by that first pick. The one that went to CeeDee Lamb, I think, was on CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. So we will go that route. Let me ask you this:
Okay.
with yeah, I forgot my question. So, oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. OBJ, what are your thoughts? Where are we going with this? He should be at the game with me, so I can try and get an exclusive with him.
So I
Um,
should have ran up to the airport, huh, and picked him up when he got kicked off.
Probably. Wait, what?
Um, you didn't see that?
No.
Odell Beckham Jr. got kicked off a plane here in Miami for being belligerent, wouldn't buckle a seatbelt in. They said he was in and out of consciousness, and so they ended up
Really?
having to, yeah, throw him
I
off the
did
plane.
not know this.
And Jerry Jones says that doesn't matter to us
Why?
because that's not the player on the field or something like that. You've read Jerry Jones comments before, haven't you?
I have. I have.
Yeah.
So where are you with this? Is this
I'm
what
for it.
what do you want to
Let's
be?
get him.
You're
Let's
for it?
bring him in. Yeah,
I
you?
think we need the help. I don't know. There we go. By the way,
There he is. He looks like Amari Cooper.
but heavier,
Don't you think he looks like Amari
a
Cooper?
heavier Amari Cooper. Yeah, yeah, he does. I mean, I could see it. Not not quite the same as Tony Romo and plays in Pittsburgh now. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Hey, here's what Jerry Jones said because he is unfazed by what happened. His overall team compatibility, his judgment, his behavior, that's not an issue with him. It is with many, but it isn't with him. This is after Odell Beckham Jr.'s removal from an American Airlines flight at Miami International Airport on Sunday.
oh boy.
Police said Beckham was in and out of consciousness and refused to leave the plane when asked.
Wow.
So,
Would you, if the police came on a plane, would you tell them I'm not getting out? I'm staying
um,
here.
yeah, I'd be like, you ain't getting me off this plane.
Exactly. Do you
I'd
know
be
who
like,
I
you what
am?
army?
Do you know
Yeah,
who I am? Because
yeah,
I I have a podcast.
yeah.
So I'm gonna
It's
try
not an
it
actual
on my
podcast.
way to Texas.
Do it,
Yeah, should work
do
out
it,
well.
and ask Jen to film it.
Yeah,
Um,
that could be the podcast.
so I think out of power. Is that where we're at?
Are we doing out of power? Yes, we are. Yep, we are at out of power.
Um, I threw in the whole state of New Jersey. I didn't realize that they were actually going to bench Zach Wilson.
Yep.
So I want to retract that and just be like part of the state of New Jersey. The Giants are still in my out of power, but the Jets are back in power. But I'm going to go with the team that you said a while ago, um, the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're done. They're cooked.
Hmm. Seems like I had some foresight in this whole deal.
Both the Raven evermore. Yeah, yeah.
Nevermore.
You had a little foresight, that's for sure.
You remember that? All right,
I do.
so the Seahawks are my pick.
Yeah, I
I already
picked them a
picked the
while.
Giants, so I couldn't pick them.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Seahawks. I think this is where they start to fade off into the sunset. It was a good run. It
Yeah.
was a big deal. Everything was good, but I think they're disappearing.
Yeah. Seahawks, let's ride.
So our next podcast for tomorrow is we're having a difficult time getting people to come on. Is it because they're afraid, embarrassed, ashamed? What is it?
I mean,
I
are
I,
there Colts fans?
I found a Colts fan.
Is his name Gary?
No, no. He he uh he I guess he's shy, so he's not. He's not
I'm
going to come.
sure. I'm sure he is.
So there went that, and I tried again and again,
Trent. Is
and
his name
nobody.
Trent?
No, I just gotta keep guessing until you get it
Nah.
right.
I'm
So,
just trying to think of like lame white names.
so found a Colts fan. Not gonna be able to do it. We need a we need a Texans fan. We need a
Oh, that's gonna be
Jaguars
tough.
fan. I'll be able to find a Titans fan. Um,
Why do you say that so
Eagles fans are
confidently?
easy. I'll be able to find one. I got family in Tennessee, so I can find somebody. I'll get one of my
All right.
cousins. Then we've got Eagles fan is easy to find, but I mean the whatever they're called now, Commanders. That one might be tough too.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows somebody and they're watching this podcast and they're like, hey, I know a guy who is or a girl who is a fan of this team and they know football and they want to talk, great. Otherwise, we're just gonna go on and do our thing without you because
Yeah.
people are afraid.
Man, it might be the most boring podcast ever if we get a actual Colts fan on here. They're gonna have all
Now
these
I'm more
2 word.
determined to find one.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, so what made you become a Colts fan? Born there. Okay. Who's your favorite Colt ever? 18. 8. It's gonna be miserable, man.
Good, good.
But good
That's
luck.
what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. But I'll bet you they finish the show by saying Colts are gonna win 74-6.
You think?
That's the way a Colts fan would do it. No. That's the way an Eagles fan would do it though.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
for sure.
I don't know. I'm not gonna get involved in all that. But I think we've got some stuff coming up. We'll see how it goes. But yeah. I mean I'm excited for the game. I'll be there. I'll wave to you.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
I'll look for you.
Yeah, you can if you want
Wear
to
something
Venmo me
crazy.
money for beer and stuff, that'd be awesome. What's that?
Yeah. Wear something crazy, man.
I might. I
Sell
might
that.
go.
Sell an advertisement on your chest. Right here, right now. Let's sell an advertisement on your chest. See how much money you could get.
We'll do Jones in for wins. I'll put our
No,
logo right
no,
here.
no, 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 no,
Oh.
no, no. Like if one of our listeners is like, you know what, my company could really use the exposure, and then you expose your
Oh,
chest,
I would do
you
that.
shave right inside the hair,
Oh,
and
that
then
would be
paint inside the shave. That would be amazing, man. I could see it.
this could happen. I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't know if I want to shave my chest. That's kind of weird.
No, not the whole thing, just in the shape of their logo.
That's what makes it weird.
Don't you guys have one of those um like logo cutter things? Or you guys have something like
Yes.
some kind of thing from Hobby
The
Lobby or
cricket
someplace
cutter,
grandmas
yes.
hang out at?
Yes.
What's it called?
My grandma and I went down to Hobby Lobby and picked one up. The cricket.
The cricket, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put that little guy right there on your chest
You
and
know
just
we
let it
had
go to
one.
town.
You know we had one for the screen printing shop we used to have, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
technically you had one too.
There you go. Cricket your chest and then screen print it.
All right, I'm in.
And then I'll screen print it from my house. I'll be like,
So
that's
we're
great.
selling this. Yes, we're selling
Yeah.
this. If anyone's watching, I will.
Highest bid gets it.
I will do
Guaranteed.
this.
No
Highest
questions.
bid,
It is
highest bid.
100% for sure the highest bid gets
Unless
it. We're
it's
gonna put a
someone
floor.
you know,
Nope,
which
nope,
is
nope,
bull.
nope.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna start
And they're gonna
the
bid
floor at
20
$5.
cents.
$5. No, $5. I respect you. We're starting the floor at $5.
Yeah, no.
That's the floor. So anything that comes in, and we don't have to have the money, just the promise of the money in the comments.
But you also
Just
said you're going to.
promise of the money in the comments.
You're going to
is all
show
we
up
need.
on our next podcast with it on your chest.
I never said that.
Oh wait.
No. We just had this whole conversation about what's
Yeah.
happening with you. You're going to the game. If I was going to the game, yeah. 100%.
Oh, you would.
If I was going to the game,
You
I would
would.
volunteer my body as the work of art for somebody's brand. But I'm not going to the game, so it's you. So anyway,
You are in
just to
front
make
of
it.
all of our audience. My wife would kill me if I did this
No.
for your
No, you're not.
friend. It's
there's
going to
no
be.
ifs. There's no ifs. My wife would. This is not a conditional statement. This is not. Yeah. We can get rid
Aaron,
of
I'm
the
not
woulds,
doing
the
this.
coulds, the shoulds.
I'm not
So-
doing this.
Just the last last thing for everybody out there that's listening.
All six of them, yes.
The floor is $5. Highest
Uh-huh.
bid takes it. You don't have to have the money right away. We can take payments. Like if you want to pay $1 a week, that's fine.
Installments.
But just but just the highest bid wins it. Anything you want without nudity, no nudity. Anything else, male top nudity is fine on
The
a
male
male,
top
but
nudity is dangerous. I mean,
no nudity. But anything else that you want, no profanity either. No profanity, no nudity. He's a classy guy. Anything else you want, we're gonna cricket it, screen print it, and we will see it at the Cowboys game.
oh, we'll see it at the Cowboys. So how is
Yeah.
this gonna happen? I'm like,
Pictures. Yeah, dude,
oh.
they're gonna put you on the screen. They're gonna get you on the screen, and Jen's gonna take a picture.
I'm not shaving my chest for Aaron to put something on there, or for Chicken Cone to be put on there, or for
Hashtag so clucking good.
exactly. You see where you're going with this. Yep.
All right.
You should have said I'd shave it into my chest. The logo.
No, that's terrible. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I mean,
That's awful, man. I don't want
yeah.
you to be scarred from this. Physically, emotionally, I don't care, but I don't want you to be physically scarred.
Ironically, I'm good. I think I'm gonna have to pass on this one. However, next year we're going to
No,
do
no, no,
some
no, no, no.
competitions, not including friends
What are you
and
talking about?
family.
Pass on this. I hope this. I hope it's off by now. I hope you've quit recording for
I
this
have
part.
not quit recording. No.
It's a shame. Such a shame.
If you like what you saw, then go ahead and like and subscribe.
And
Otherwise,
comment.
you. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Oh, by the way, yes, they can comment with their scores. Maybe Jonathan will award some points.